Hello Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here, coming to you from the digital studios of Market Club. Well, it's September 21st, the last day of summer, so enjoy. And we're starting to look at the S&P 500 today. And what you're seeing really for the last several days, certainly the last couple of weeks, is the market generally going sideways, which is interesting. And it's interesting because it hasn't been going down. So you're looking at a market is sort of just beginning to base out a little bit. We had a little daily trade triangle yesterday indicating that some of the momentum is, at least for the moment, stopped going down. And the key thing is here is to watch the weekly trade triangle. If we see that kick in, then I think we've got something going on the upside. Generally speaking, the longer term trend, as we said before, is the monthly. That's still positive. The other area to watch is right here, and that is for a move over the 50 line. If we see that happen, then I think we're going to see perhaps some more upside momentum. But for now, at least, we're in a neutral type zone in the S&P 500. Pretty much the same picture in the Dow. You can see just basically going sideways, signaling on the 19th, rather 2 days ago, that we were going higher, and at least in the short term, very short term. But the key area in my mind is, like the S&P 500, is to see this market move over the 50 line, and also for us to get a green trade triangle on the weekly charts. That's going to be the kicker on the upside for us. Now the NASDAQ is a little bit different, and the difference is there we are over the 50 line, and you can see that quite clearly right here. You see we're over the 50 line, and that's a good sign for the market. We still have a red weekly. We need this to turn green, but generally speaking, this market is a lot more powerful, a lot more, looks like it has a lot more strength to it than either the S&P 500 or the Dow. This is, of course, this is the area of resistance, and I think that's where we have to be watching the market very carefully. If we can close over there like that, then this market's off to the races and we'll be making new highs. Taking a look at gold, you can see gold has had a big move today. And you can also see it went over the 50 line. We kicked in on a daily right here at 1321, and we're currently 1332. So again, the market's made a move, and this is what I think potentially could be happening in gold. First of all, I think you have to look at, this is a double bottom right here. And this is a potential pivot point. So if you go, let's say, from 1310, we'll just call that, round it up to 1310, and we'll round this up to 1355. That's $45. We add 45 to 55, and that gives us 1400 as an upside target. So again, this is only if we get a weekly kick in. I think that's the important thing to remember. But we are over the 50 line. If we close here, it's a very good sign that we could do that. So if you're an aggressive trader, you may want to take a little shot on the long side. But remember, if it goes below 1310, all bets are off. This is crude oil October contract. You can see it basically is really kind of not going anywhere. All of our trade triangles are still negative on this market. So there's no reason to get excited for the time being. A move over 44 would be, I would say, consider that to be a little bit more positive. But for now, I think the best place to be is either on the sidelines or short this market. Here's a stock that we haven't looked at recently is ABX. And just like gold, you may want to take a look at this. The reason I say that is let's scope this in a little bit closer. This is the long-term chart. This is going all the way back to December of 2015. And you can see we've had a pretty good run up here. We've had a pullback. We had the pivot point, pullback to about the target zone where we expected it to go. And now we have a potential double bottom. And let's scope this into the last 3 months so you'll see. A key thing here in my mind is twofold. One is you do have, I'm going to put our trade triangles in for a moment, and you can see that our trade triangles, the monthly is still positive. Even this pullback, it's still positive on this stock. And I think the key here is if you see the market today going over 1780, okay, that's the kind of like a key level in terms that'll turn the daily, be a little more positive on the daily, and it will give this market some upward momentum. We're still below the 50 line. You may want to wait for that to happen, but generally speaking, if gold's going to do what we think it's going to do, then they're going to push this market up as well. You've got some good support here on this stock, and this level here, 19, is definitely a key resistance level. So that's almost like a pivot point. Watch that very carefully, but you may want to take a shot at buying Barrick Gold right around if it goes over 1780. I think you'll get some upside bounce in the stock. Hey, I'm Adam Hewison from Market Club. Thanks so much for watching the video and for your business. We really appreciate it, and have a great trading day and enjoy the last day of summer.